My girlfriend bet her team $1,500 she could make me quit my job by tanking my reputation at work. One of her coworkers tipped me off. At the next company meeting, I flipped the script, exposed her plan with screenshots, and walked away with a promotion. She lost way more than her bet. I'm Ethan, 30 years old, and 3 weeks ago, I found out that my girlfriend of 2 years, Mia, 28 years old, had cooked up a scheme with her work clique to get me to ditch my job at Apex Solutions, a mid-sized tech firm in Austin where we both worked. The tip came from her coworker, Sam, a quiet guy from the design team I'd grabbed beers with a couple of times. Out of nowhere, he'd met me on Slack. "Ethan, this feels weird, but you need to check Mia's Slack history. She's planning something with Jenna, Leo, and Tara." You didn't hear this from me. It was cryptic, but Sam wasn't the type to stir up drama for kicks. Mia and I had been open about most things: bills, weekend plans, even our Netflix password, so I'd never had a reason to snoop. But that message gnawed at me. That night, Mia left her laptop open on our kitchen table, still logged into her work Slack. I hesitated, but curiosity won. I scrolled through her direct messages and found a channel called Operation Ethan Exit. The name alone made my stomach churn. The chat went back 6 weeks, and the messages hit like a brick. "Mia, guys, I'm telling you, I can get Ethan to quit by the next quarter. He's already stressed about his project deadlines. Jenna, no way. He's too stubborn. What's the plan? Mia, spread some rumors about his work. Make it subtle, missed deadlines. Sloppy code. He's sensitive about his rep, he'll crack. Leo, I'm in for $500 if you pull it off. Tara, $600 says he's gone by the all-hands meeting. Jenna, $400. Get it on record when he storms out. Mia, done. Easiest $1,500 I'll ever make." I stared at the screen, my hands shaking. 2 years together, and she thought my career was worth $1,500. I dug deeper. Mia had sent Venmo requests to her team, and sure enough, the payments were there. $500 from Leo with the Tara with "can't wait to see him bail," and $400 from Jenna with "record it or it didn't happen." She'd already moved the money to her bank account. I felt sick. Mia knew how hard I'd worked to climb the ladder at Apex. I was a software engineer, grinding on a new AI-driven analytics tool that could make or break my shot at a senior role. I confided in her about the pressure, the late nights, how I worried my manager, Claire, thought I was slipping because of a release last month. Mia had listened, nodded, even brought me coffee during crunch times. Now I saw she'd been filing it all away for this twisted game. The chat laid out their plan. Mia would start whispering to key people, RPM, Alex, and a few senior engineers, that I was dropping the ball. She'd accidentally leak that I'd missed a critical deadline, I hadn't, and hint I was job hunting elsewhere. The goal was to make me look unreliable, hoping I'd get fed up and quit. They'd even planned to record my meltdown at the next all-hands meeting, a big quarterly event where the whole company gathered. Mia wrote, "He'll either rage quit or cry in front of everyone. Either way, I win. Tara, make sure you get it on your phone. I want proof." I sat there for an hour, my coffee going cold. This wasn't just a prank, it was calculated. But I wasn't about to let Mia and her crew humiliate me. I had 3 weeks until the all-hands meeting, time to turn the tables. First, I screenshotted everything. The Slack channel, the Venmo transactions, every damning message. I backed them up on my phone, a USB drive, and a Google Drive folder. Then I called my buddy Ryan, a paralegal who worked at a law firm downtown. I showed him the chats over beers. "No shared assets, no marriage, clean break," he said. "But if you want to play this smart, document everything and don't tip her off." I met Sam for coffee the next morning. He looked nervous, stirring his latte like it owed him money. "I overheard them at lunch," he said. "They were laughing about it, like it was a reality show." I couldn't stay quiet. He showed me a few more messages I'd missed, including one where Mia bragged about a smaller bet last year to get me to skip a team happy hour by pretending she had a migraine. I'd stayed home, worried sick, while she pocketed $100 from Jenna. I was pissed, but I played it cool. Mia was already in planning mode, dropping hints about my stress to coworkers and texting me about how concerned she was about my work-life balance. "You seem so tense, babe," she'd say, all fake sympathy. Maybe this job's too much. I'd nod, acting oblivious. Yeah, it's rough, but I'm hanging in there. Inside, I was plotting. Over the next 2 weeks, I got my ducks in a row. I opened a new bank account to separate our shared bills, just in case. I double-checked our apartment lease luckily in my name only and moved my important docs to a safe deposit box. I downloaded a recording app but didn't use it. Texas is a one-party consent state, but I didn't want to risk legal gray areas. I also started therapy with Dr. Patel, a counselor I found through my company's EAP. You're handling this with a lot of control, she said. Just don't let anger drive the bus. I wasn't after revenge, I wanted justice. Mia was all smiles the week before the meeting. She kept checking her phone, texting her crew, even practicing concerned looks in the bathroom mirror when she thought I wasn't home. I caught her angling her phone during a team lunch, probably testing the camera for her big moment. You're really invested in this meeting, huh? I said, keeping my tone light. Oh, it's gonna be a big one, she replied, smirking. She had no idea. The all-hands meeting was held in our office's main conference room, decked out with a projector screen and Zoom for remote staff. About 60 people were there, engineers, designers, execs, everyone. Mia had gone all out, volunteering to help organize, setting up a refreshment table and a slideshow of team highlights. I noticed her phone propped on a tripod by the coffee station, angled toward the front. For the memories, she said, winking at Tara. I smiled back, my heart racing but my plan locked in. The first hour was standard. Updates on third-quarter goals, a pitch from sales, some applause for a new client win. Mia kept steering conversations toward me, asking loud questions about my project's delays in front of Alex and Claire. Ethan, you holding up with all that pressure? She asked, loud enough for heads to turn. I shrugged, doing fine. Mia, thanks for the concern. She frowned, clearly expecting me to crack. Then came the open floor, where anyone could share updates or kudos. Mia jumped up, grabbing the mic. I just want to say something about Ethan. She started, her voice dripping with fake worry. He's been working so hard, but I know this project's been tough. I've heard some concerns about missed deadlines, and I just want him to know we're all here for him. The room went quiet. Alex raised an eyebrow. Claire looked at me, confused I'd hit every deadline this quarter. Mia was laying the groundwork, expecting me to spiral. I took a deep breath and stood up. Wow, Mia, that's sweet of you. I said, my voice calm but loud. I pulled out my phone, already loaded with screenshots. But you know what's funny? I recently found out about a little side project you've been working on. I airdropped the screenshots to Claire's laptop, which was hooked to the projector. The room gasped as Operation Ethan Exit popped up on the screen, complete with Mia's messages about spreading rumors to make me quit. Mia bet her team Jenna, Leo, Tara $1,500 she could get me to leave Apex by tanking my reputation. I said, swiping through the screenshots. She's been spreading lies about my work, hoping I'd crack. And that phone over there? I pointed to her tripod, set up to record my meltdown for proof. The room erupted in whispers. Mia's face went pale. Ethan, this is a misunderstanding. She stammered. It was a joke. I held up a hand. A joke. Let's see the Venmo receipts. I swiped to the transactions. $500 from Leo. $600 from Tara. $400 from Jenna. All with memos about my exit. Jenna tried to shrink in her seat. Leo stared at the floor. Tara muttered something about context. Claire, our manager, stood up. Mia, we'll need to discuss this in private. Now. But I wasn't done. I turned to the room. I love this company. I've poured my heart into this project. And I'm not going anywhere. But I can't work with someone who'd sabotage me for a paycheck. I pulled a folded paper from my pocket, a transfer request to move Mia to another team, which I'd cleared with HR that morning. This is my commitment to staying. Mia, you're on your own. The room broke into applause, led by Sam, who gave me a nod. Mia grabbed her phone and bolted, tears streaming down her face. You're humiliating me. She yelled. This is unfair. Claire stepped in. Mia, let's go. We're done here. 2 security guards escorted her out as she shouted about suing for defamation. I stayed, grabbed a coffee, and answered questions from coworkers who were shocked but supportive. The fallout was instant. Mia tried to spin it on X, posting that I'd ambushed her and was a toxic coworker. But Sam had already shared the screenshots with a few teammates. And someone posted them to a Glassdoor thread titled, "Apex employee bets $1,500 to ruin boyfriend's career." It went viral in Austin's tech scene. Jenna, Leo, and Tara claimed it was just a prank. But the Venmo memos didn't lie. Their team lead put them on probation. And Tara's contract wasn't renewed. Mia was suspended pending an HR investigation. Her mom called me, crying. "You've ruined her career." It was just a game. I didn't hold back. A game. She tried to tank my livelihood for $1,500. That's who you raised. She hung up, threatening to tell everyone I was a jerk. Good luck. A coworker recorded Mia's outburst, and the clip hit TikTok, racking up 200,000 views. Her dad, a retired IT guy, emailed me about legal action. I forwarded it to Ryan, who replied with a laughing emoji. Mia didn't stop. She showed up at my desk the next week, begging my assistant to let her in to explain. Security escorted her out after I showed them the Glassdoor thread. She then emailed Claire, claiming I'd bullied her at work. Claire, who'd seen the screenshots, forwarded it to HR, who flagged Mia as a disruptive contact. Then came the kicker. Mia sent me a Google Doc titled Invoice for Relationship Support. It listed listening to your coding rants, $30 per hour, 500 hours, $15,000, pretending to like your nerdy board games, $50 per hour, 100 hours, $5,000, and dealing with your work stress, $75 per hour, 200 hours, $15,000. Total, $35,000. I sent it to Ryan, who printed it for his office wall. "This is legendary," he said. The breakup was clean. No shared property, just a lease in my name. Mia moved out, leaving a post-it note, "You'll miss me." She crashed with Jenna, who was also persona non grata after the scandal. Mia's role at Apex was terminated after HR confirmed she'd spread false rumors about my work. Her LinkedIn now lists her as a freelance social media consultant, but her posts about healing from workplace toxicity get no likes. Jenna and Leo kept their jobs but were sidelined on low-priority projects. Tara's now bartending, her tech career on hold. Sam got a shout-out from Claire for his integrity and landed a lead designer role. I started therapy with Dr. Patel to process the betrayal. "You trusted her because you're human," she said. "Don't let this close you off." "I'm trying." A week after the meeting, Claire called me into her office. "Your project's ahead of schedule, and you handled that mess with professionalism," she said. "We're promoting you to senior engineer. My salary bumped 20%, and I'm leading a new AI module. My sister, Lauren, flew in from Seattle to celebrate, and we're planning a low-key redo of the meeting night, no drama. Just tacos and beers." My coworkers admitted they'd seen Mia's red flags. Her gossiping. Her clique with Jenna but didn't speak up. "Would you have listened?" Ryan asked. Fair point. I'm back on Hinge. Met a woman named Zoe at a trivia night. She laughed so hard at Mia's invoice she choked on her IPA. My apartment's quiet now. My credit score's up 25 points since Mia's not impulse buying on our shared Amazon account. I'm sleeping like a baby. Mia emailed me last week. "You threw away something good. I hope you're happy." I replied, "I am. I threw someone who bet on my failure. Best $0 I ever spent." She blocked me. Good. To anyone reading this, if something feels off, check it. Trust your gut. Save the receipts. And never stay with someone who'd sell your dreams for pocket change. And Mia, I know Jenna sent you this story. That team happy hour I skipped. I'm hosting the next one. No bets required. No bets required.